Hi everyone, it's Crystal Marshall from Virginia Photos and Films. I just got back yesterday from going to Honduras to do an awesome missions trip for my church, but also they're one of my business partners. I give 10% of the proceeds of my business to different organizations and nonprofits, domestic and internationally. And so this one was a children's and women's home that does job training, skills training. They're trying to do a foster care facility in the next couple of years. They do daycare, they do healthy food, they do nutrition, educational games and snacks and food for the kids, and just provide a lot of awesome growth and care for the kids in this kind of impoverished area in Honduras. So I wanted to go down there and really spend time with the missionary down there, donate my photo and video services so that way she can use them for her marketing and she can get more donations. So I love doing this. I went to Colombia 2 years ago. I lived in Guatemala for a couple of months. I also went to Mexico before. So my heart is for traveling and going and using my photo and video services for the greater good. And so with that being said, I had to figure out I could only pack 7 days of clothes in one carry bag and a small personal bag, plus all of my camera gear. How was I going to do that? Okay, so I had to be as minimal as possible with the short amount of space that I could have. So I just had a basic backpack. I got it at Walmart. I'll put the link below. But it's just like an Ozark Trail backpack. And then I had a small purse-sized duffel bag. And I can also put that in a link below as well. So I had very little space. So I had 7 days of clothes, 7 shirts, 7 pants, 7 socks, all that stuff. And then I had to fit my camera gear, my laptop, extra batteries, all that stuff. So what did I pack? Okay, so I had to first think, what kind of camera will I pack? Okay, so I brought my Nikon Z6, and I love it because it has an Axos gimbal inside. It has amazing video quality, it has amazing low light. I was shooting at 4,000 ISO, 10,000 ISO, and honestly, to the naked eye, nobody's gonna really care. The noise is so minimal. Also, the video footage was so smooth. I didn't have to bring a gimbal, I didn't have to bring a steady camera, anything like that. And so you can see some of the examples here on the video. I wanted to bring a tripod so I can do some time lapses and some of the clouds rolling by. I have just a basic Amazon tripod. I can show that here. I wanted to bring one zoom lens that was like multi-use, and then I wanted to bring one low light lens because that way I can just have multiple functions. So for 90% of the time I was using my Nikon 24-120 f4, but in some low light situations I was using my Nikon 50mm 1.4 as well, and you can see those in the links. Now, something that is just so important is I knew I was going to be rock climbing, I was going to be in the waterfalls, I was going to be doing a lot of construction work, and I really need to protect my camera from spills, from tears, from water. And so I just bought a $10, $13, whatever it is, UV protective filter on my lens, and I'm so glad I did, because the last night I was packing my stuff out of all the things that I did, and I dropped my camera on the ground and it shattered the cheapo lens cover on the top, and then my camera was totally fine. So that was definitely a win-win. So to keep it all together, I could only fit it in a small bag. I use this Ape case, and it's waterproof, and I love how it's drawstring, and it can fit. I actually put 2 Z6s in there, 2 lenses, and even a small what is it called, SD card and multi tool pouch in there as well. So that was awesome, and I'll put that in the link as well. I was thinking at night, what am I going to use for nighttime to do film? So I brought this $21 newer video light from Amazon. I love it because it's lithium battery rechargeable pack. I love how I was able to use it during this special dinner that we had, and I just kind of sat in the back of the pavilion that we were in, and nobody could really know it was there, but it kind of fit with the ambiance, and I loved it. Now, to edit all of this, I use my Asus gaming laptop with Premiere Pro and with Lightroom and that kind of thing. I wanted to make sure I also had a charging pack to, I had I did have access to electricity, so that's really awesome. If I was in a situation that I was in the bush and I needed to have like my own small charger pack, I would actually get that as a separate thing. But I did have access to electricity. I already asked about that, and did have access to North American style chargers, like the outlet head, so I didn't have to buy like an international pack or anything. So that's good. That saved me a lot of money. But I did have a charger pack for my batteries, and you can see it here. Now, to keep it all together and to double save everything, because I was literally taking 2,000-3,000 photos in the time and the videos, I had to buy a little small external hard drive, and I love this one that you see here because it's small, it's slim. I could fit it in my hip pouch that I wore through the airport. It doesn't pick up a lot of the black noise that my big external hard drives do from TSA, and so it's so small. It's really the size of a small wallet, so I never get held back from TSA with that. Really, when I went through TSA, it was just like, take out your laptop, because I don't have pre-check, so take out your laptop, and then they just kind of like wanded my little 8th bag. I took off my hip pouch, and I had all my like recharger cords, my phone cord, my little SD card pouch, and it had my 1 terabyte hard drive in there, and they just wanted it, and it was no problem at all. So that's kind of what I went with, and hopefully that can help you get started on what to pack for a very minimal, small amount of space, where you don't have to bring all your gear. You can charge batteries and that kind of thing. I wanted to edit there because I actually wanted to show the missionary what we did that week and like the day before we left, and we all sat around the TV. They had access to a TV, and I had another thing that you could bring is HDMI cord to kind of like put it on the TV if they have access to that. But everybody was crying and everybody was laughing, and it was just the best to see all of the team that I went with from my church and the Hondurans that were there at the table, and no matter what language we were speaking, we could all enjoy the images and just love them together, and everybody hugged at the end, so it was awesome. So I'm so glad I brought my laptop. I'm so glad I brought everything that I did and all the equipment I brought, but everything fit inside my basic Walmart backpack, and then my little side purse that I brought, that was just for clothes and little toiletries and that kind of thing. So hey, if I can do it for a whole week, shooting 1,500 plus photos, I had 500 video clips on there, then you guys can do it too. So hopefully that gives you some ideas and suggestions to get you started. If you're a travel photographer, you're a street photographer, you want to do some mission work, you want to go to a third world country, and you want to kind of get started and don't know what to do. So anyway, you can follow me at Virginia Photos and Films on Instagram. You can follow me at Virginia Marketing and Media, also on Instagram. And if you have any comments or questions below, I would love to answer them. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.